Oh, very good morning to you, Nigerians, and many thanks for joining us on U45 Morning Show. I hope you had a pleasant weekend and you are good to go for today. Of course, it is a new week, and you know how we do it on U45 Morning Show. Lots of matters to look at today, and you'll be sure that will drive your day, and your day will be quite interesting. I'm Adenike Owoye Ajiboye, another one. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, welcome to U45. I mean, it's Monday, it's another day to start over again. I mean, whatever you think you've not been able to accomplish, today is another beautiful day to start. Do not wait till tomorrow, start today. Good morning, I am Shegun Denola DME.
Good morning, Nigerians. I am Osagi Solomon Wilfred. It's been an interesting week. Well, let's hope we have another fun. I'm not happy, actually. I'm trying to put my emotions together because looking at what? Nika, you look good. Let me use that to console my emotions.
All right, thank you so much.
Looking sharp as usual.
You look good too.
My brother.
All right, viewers, as usual, this morning we'll quickly look at what the dailies are saying, so that, of course, you'll be abreast of what is happening. And you know that this weekend there was election in Imo State, Kogi, and Bayelsa. This will also form part of matters arising today. Of course, there have been lots of reports about violence, voter buying, and a whole lot of malpractices during the election. And this is what we have been talking about before now. And it is surprising that up until now, it appears that even INEC is yet to get their acts right. This and many more is what we'll bring to you today on U45 Morning Show. And now to start we'll quickly look at what the dailies are saying. We'll begin this morning with Vanguard newspaper. And now what the front line, the headline on the front page of Vanguard newspaper, the major headline reads, Uzodinma Ododo win in Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa, ready today. The Vanguard newspaper. Another headline there reads, Edo to become first world economy. This is according to the governor Obaseki, Ighodalo, Dangote, others. If on page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper. Another headline here reads, Annual Confab, Amuka, Osoba, Obaigbena leave 300 editors to Uyo. That story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. And another headline here is talking about insecurity in Nigeria. It reads, Insecurity now business. This is according to Matawale. Guys, so what do you think about this? Honestly, when I first read this particular headline this morning, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you for real? Is this a case of, I don't understand. This is the same Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, that has been accused of misappropriating the funds of Zamfara State, where he was the incumbent, the former governor of that state, after which is now the Minister of Defense. And they also accused him of supporting and funding terrorism. I mean, he bought hillocks of Boko Haram. We haven't forgotten all of what the Commissioner for Budget came out to do. And honestly, I'm shocked at this nation that up until now, after which that young man, had the courage to come out to tell us that this is what is going on in that state, nothing is yet to be done to Matawale Bello. And then Matawale is also coming out to now say insecurity, now business. I don't get it, guys. Can you just react?
It's a Monday morning motivation. It's funny how the accused has now turned to a motivational speaker. Because we're in a lawless country where anything goes. It's been weeks and months of videos circulating, our TV stations and the internet calling out Matawale. Unfortunately, no arrest has been made, no questioning has been made. if this was some type of religious, conversation, I'm sure the DSS would have gone to pick up a pastor. So these are some of the inconsistencies we're talking about in the Nigerian system that is unfair, and we need to call them out. Insecurity now a business. Who are into this business? Matawale is telling us that insecurity is now a business. It makes no sense, in my opinion.
If you ask me, I know the people in power, they know whom to pick up, right? Because I think a couple of years back, let's say 2 years ago, the former CSO to Abacha, Al-Mustafa said, look, so many things going on in Borno, Zamfara, that the government are involved. And he said, do you know why there's always oil spillage in Niger Delta? Because some people, they've made it their duty to always make sure that there's always oil spillage because of the money they are going to accrue. They're putting people's life in danger. Okay, nobody has gone to say, okay,
no investigation whatsoever.
What should we do? What do you suggest? Nobody. Now that young man, the commissioner from Zamfara, he has come out to say, okay, this is what's happening. This is the situation of things. This is what the past governor did. Nobody, in fact, the past governor, the former governor that is being accused, you even made him a minister.
I mean, that's but for me, Shegu, that's like, it's a slap on our faces, and it shows that it appears, let me use the word appears, it appears the government does not really care about the opinions of the people. If not, we wouldn't be where we are today. Because how do you start the conversation? Just how? Somebody has been accused, he hasn't been arrested. I remember El Zakzaky, who is always everywhere just because he wants to have crusade, Muslim crusade, and then he had a clash with the military. He was being arrested and kept in jail for years before he was released. So what happens to former governor of Zamfara State, former governor Matawale Bello, who is now the Minister of State for Defense? It makes one wonders and makes one believe that indeed there might be the hand of government in the insecurity that we are facing, just as others have said in the past. Well, gentlemen,
all right,
let's move on. Another headline here reads, alleged admission racketeering. We are ready for Senate probe. This is according to JAM. And now that story you find on page 4 of the Vanguard newspaper. Another story following that directly below is NNPCL restores production of 275,000 PBD. So you find that story on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper.
And on the Nigerian Tribune today, it says APC in sweeping victory in Kogi, Imo, Bayelsa to be decided today. And then also, the writer says Labour Party ADC rejects Imo result. Labour Party agents manhandled, bundled out of coalition center in Imo State. Why would you bundle a representative of another political party?
Party agent.
Party agent in a coalition center.
But Shegun, really, are you surprised? I think the question we should ask ourselves is, where is this happening? In Imo State, for God's sake. We all witnessed where a whole president of the Nigeria Labour Congress was beaten.
The number one worker.
Black, a number one worker was maltreated. And they decided to go on, they decided to protest, and all vehicles and everything was grounded, and this never happened. So if that can happen to the number one worker, the Nigeria Labour Congress, so where is a party agent not to be beaten? You understand me? So this goes to show you the kind of impunity. I mean, this is insane. I mean, it needs to be checked. Why would you want to beat a party agent in the open? You know, I'm perturbed, honestly. I'm perturbed. it means any one of us can be beaten tomorrow and nothing's going to happen. But I think the right thing for a Labour Party to do is for them to sue them. Do you understand? They need to demand for justice. But then again, how much of a trust do people even have in our judiciary, in our courts? Do you understand? So it's really looking like he who is able to throw money that is able to get justice. I don't know if you have a contrary opinion.
I feel if you belong to the class of the high and mighty, that's when you become untouchable. But if you don't belong there, you will be touched. All right, moving on. Talking about court. Now, new Supreme Court justices emerged this week. Hopefully, this set of justices that will emerge will do the bidding of the people, because the reason they are there is to work for the people, but apparently it seems it isn't working in favor of the people. Another writer says it is immoral of government to ask us to pay for vacant billboards. Ima Ajufo. You can find that on page 21. Rule-based markets will drive foreign investors in stock. You can find that on page 19. Investors must establish factories in Nigeria to produce what they mine. Alake, you can find that on page 12. Another writer says Bauchi Emirates sacks 6 traditional title holders for improper turbaning. Moving on, it says 13% derivation. COP cautions Niger governor over threats to shut down hydro dams. I mean, why would you even say if you don't get it 13%, you are going to shut the dam and no electricity will be passed to? I mean, who does that? It's sad. It's sad the way we as a people, it's sad how we think. And our leaders, I've always said we don't have leaders, we just have people in positions. I've always said that. We don't have leaders, we have people in positions. And I don't know how they think.
Well, I think the thing is, even the people have come to realize that the only language the government of Nigeria really understand, or maybe any government really understand, is force, especially in this part of the world, because you wonder why you cannot make your grievances known, and government will immediately address them. Until you begin to say you want to protest, until you begin to threaten that you will do this, that is when government always rises up to the occasion. And I think this is not healthy for the nation. And I'm afraid for the nation. Honestly, I'm afraid. I tell you what, this morning coming to work, all I heard is that, especially when you're on commercial, vehicle, I heard that many of the buses are going to Oshodi precisely. All of them were being stopped on the way on the complaints that the price of fuel is unbearable. And so a lot of people were just stranded today, those who boarded the bus going to Oshodi and just left to their fate. And so I'm afraid, I don't know what the turnout of this would eventually be. I think the appeal is just for government to quickly rise up to the occasion and contain this very matter, so it does not get out of hand in such a way that I pray that we don't have a riot around the corner.
That's the prayer of every Nigerian now, because the way it is at the moment, Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb. Anything can happen. It can explode anytime. So it is now that the leaders, the people in power, should rise up to the occasion and make sure that a calm situation and deliver good governance, honestly, to the people.
And to the Guardian newspaper, straight to the Guardian newspaper, the main headline says, Uzodinma re-elected. Ododo wins Kogi as Diri leads in Bayelsa, and that's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Another story says, reps to launch NAS eyes for effective oversight on NDAs. That's on page 3. Falana knocks Israel over collective punishment crime against humanity. That's on page 3 also of the Guardian newspaper. Another story says, Imo Guba poll, how not to conduct credible elections. I like that twist of headlines there. That's on page 27. How not to conduct Guba polls. There's this one that caught my attention here. That's on page 8. It says, 45-year-old woman flees with daughter over circumcision rights. I mean, do people still...
I can't believe it.
In 2023, do people still perform female genital mutilation? I mean, even the world organizations have come to say it's a violation of the female rights.
Absolutely.
This is 2023. I don't know how people are still backward, taking the most sensitive part of a woman out of her body for traditional reasons. Makes no sense to me
at all. And I think what the woman did is good to fly away with her daughter. I mean, just to protect her. And that's what a woman should do. And thank God it shows that this woman is more enlightened.
Yeah.
And this is where we always say that there is need for you to be informed. You know, information is king, so to say, because when you have the right information, you know how to protect yourself or guard yourself against what can be harmful to you. So I commend this woman. She has done something very laudable.
I even feel that some of these our traditions should be revisited. I mean, let's amend. You cannot, at this age and time, you want. I mean, come on.
Shegun, so Shegun, how do you now stop people who are also bent on giving their children tribal marks? What can you do? What do you want to say to Olubadan on this?
In 2023,
I'm just wondering.
They need to sit and then have a proper discussion. That thing should stop.
But whose responsibility it is to educate people on
traditional rulers?
That's going to be a tall order.
Traditional rulers that are interested in...
They are the main upholder.
Those are the people you will be in talks with. Those are the people you have town hall meetings with.
Okay.
And then you discuss, you deliberate, and then you finalize, and then they go back to their different...
I wish, as you're saying it, that's how it's
that easy? Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely.
To be done.
Yeah. Fuel subsidy, Forex. Forex liberalization may drive inflation to 30% by December. And that's on page 6. Then we have social media regulation bill, gagging free speech or taming monster. And that's on page 4 of The Guardian.
All right, viewers, this is the much that we can take from a newspaper review. So right about now, we just want to encourage you to ensure that you get these dailies, read them, digest them. It is for your own good. Your self-development is very key so that you will also know what is happening here and there. So right about now, we will take a short break. And when we return, it will be time for us to look at what is trending, and then we'll move to our topic of discussion. So join us again.
ties, a thorn in the flesh.
We need to remove him, otherwise we are going to be in trouble. You must kill him today, not tomorrow. Today!
You walk free.
She's even awake. She's awake?
Will you stop that? And don't you dare repeat that again.
What is she doing?
I don't know.
My son is nowhere to be found and you asked me to relax. I can't.
So we're not going to eat?
You have to eat. Look at you. So you actually want to eat that food?
The way this food is smelling, I think it's really going to be delicious.
Oh, my son! Oh, my son!
What are you doing here?
I will not let you send her out.
She's your rival, you know.
I know she's your wife, and I know it's not right for you to treat her like that.
You heard me. Send yourself out before I come back to this house.
High Chief Major General Jones.
Well, so glad to have you back, and you're still watching U45 Morning Show. It is about the time where we know what's trending Nigeria. Shego, tell us about it, and let's discuss it.
It's so sad how the people of the country are being treated, how the citizens are being treated. I mean, the majority of the population are suffering, while just a handful of the population are the one.
I am really interested in knowing where you are headed to, because this is like no news. This is like no news.
There's this young man.
Okay.
He said after graduated for over 14 years, his certificate, he's a graduate, and his certificate, NYSC, everything, he said he has not used it to work for one day. After 14 years, that he drags, the kind of job he does is the one that he would drag with people that are not even educated. So that what is he doing with the certificate? So he went on to burn everything from primary school to secondary school to university. He couldn't even use it to get a job. We have a video for it. So just sit back, guys, and then watch this. It's heartbreaking for me. For me, it's heartbreaking. Let's just sit back and watch this.
Now the school I finished from with this. You see, it's my university. Now this is my primary school. For my children's school. It's now Lungi Barracks. It was Gardiner School Barracks. For my file, for my, in fact, this is my jam. But it's useless.
How you want to born yourself?
Why I want born see, 13 years, and I swear, every job what I don't do, na job where I dey drag with people who no go school. So why you can't get? What's the essence of certificate? What I want born and now, I go born everything. Now more no say na job, because this country now to get certificate be like waste of time. If you ain't a certificate we get for this country. You won't travel out. They go, they tell you, say, you know, if you use the certificate, you go release something. So why you having this rubbish? Even to be president now, you feel for a certificate. This is it. Look at where. This is my NYC. See, record them. Now my NYC with this. Laminated. This one is my secondary school.
Nobody certificate now there.
Okay, this one is primary school. I don't been at secondary school. Man, no boy waiting. This is my.
You know the day we work go come now.
I don't want to make it fire catch. Maybe this.
When I say in the Bonamo,
Maybe say cho.
why they burn your
There is
certificate
no.
now?
You finish school. See, I even advise. Show my face. Make it. I advise. Now be this. Show this again. Now be this. In this country now, you better say you go learn work. Say you learn work, and I'm telling you the truth. Now, waiting for swimming partnership of recent, person why they go beg for work. Now, my friend for primary school, we no go university. And this is 13 good years. I finished school 2010. Go serve my nonsense nation. See, I'm my nice be this. Maybe they drag work with illiterate people. I swear. Now it's been 13 good years when I finish school, no job. And I say every job what I don't do, straight we no go school. Maybe this. I say we get one certificate. I don't born now. Don't born make it.
The thing don't burn to ashes.
Honestly, this is heart-rendering. This is heart-rendering. And I tell you what, this is what an average Nigerian graduate is going through. That shows you the level of frustration that this young man is going through because he's thought about it. You know, sometimes I tell myself that the amount spent on school, I went to the Polytechnic, I went to the university. I'm just trying to let you know that what this young man is feeling, it is the feeling of an average graduate in Nigeria. You know, they are every year at universities they continue to churn out graduates, but where are the jobs? The ones working in an organization already, they are unwilling to live there because everybody is looking for a way to ensure their survival.
Of course.
Now this young man came out. Now Nigerians, we're not trying to, this is not to spoil you to hating the country or doing something that is not that is uncalled for. Now this is just for us to begin to look at other means, other ways in which as a person you can earn a living. Now occupation has gone beyond white collar job, and that is what the guy is saying. It's painful.
You know,
after 13 years, he couldn't get a job.
Like I would always say, some parents that says my child will not learn this handwork, this trade I'm doing. No, my child must go to school. Please, whilst your child is at it, going to school, let that child learn this handwork you're doing, the trade you're doing. Because
absolutely,
when he finishes from the university, he's enlightened, he's educated. He can now bring new idea into what you're doing.
Skills that he has acquired, he or she has acquired. And also, Shegun, this is a clarion call on government. When it comes to how you're leading the people, Nigerians are watching. Citizens are watching. I only hope, you know, I've been saying it, I only hope Nigeria is not sitting on a time bomb. Or Nigeria, let's just say it the way it is, let's call it spade a spade. Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb that is waiting to explode. Now, we don't know the reaction this is going to spark in many youths. You know, I just hope we don't have another NSAS.
This is heartbreaking. Like this, I unfortunately for me, I saw this clip before coming on set, and it just shattered my mood because I can relate with the story of this young man. There are a million of young people out there that are in the same situation with this young man, you know, and it seemed like there's no hope. There's no hope. Let's call a spade a spade. He made some very vital points.
Even referring to the presidency.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about, the impact of
the judgment of judiciary.
That is it. Because Nigerians are observing. We're saying that, okay, so you can actually become a president with forged certificate. The former president was accused of forging certificate. The current president is being accused of forging certificate. And then you have a stack of certificate in your house with no job. That was what led this man to frustration.
It's
Only God can help us.
If we stay on this story, it's going to be heartbreaking. Shango, please, can you move on?
moving on a more spirit-lifting story. So Nigerians got 10 nominations at the Grammys. 10. I mean, for the first time, 10. And then topping the list is Burna Boy with 4 Grammy nominations. Davido with 3 nominations. And Asake, they are just newbies, barely 2 years. It's got a Grammy nomination. And because of that, Olamide too has a Grammy nomination because it's Asake featuring Olamide, a piano song. So for almost over 10 years now, Olamide has been in the industry. Asake came just 2 years, barely 2 years, and brought Olamide out to the
He's a star boy. I think this is laudable, it's commendable, and it goes to also show you the reason for which talent is what is actually paving ways. This artist, it's their talent that is working for them. Now, this is not a job of being a certificate or what have you. And so that's why my encouragement this morning is to encourage parents to ensure that they begin to invest in their children that have developed one talent or the other. Just let it grow, because look at them, they are there. They don't need any politician, they don't need any government for them to live their life. So congratulations to this artist.
Absolutely, congratulations to our artist. And this reminds me of a talent show that I was involved in last year in Abuja, and we came out with a proposal to the government and to private organizations of the need of leading Nigeria through a talent-driven economy. Let's evolve from the school certificate and all crude oil. Let's do something else, talent-driven economy. But unfortunately, that proposal did not see the light of the day. The same issues we're having in Nigeria.
You tried to write something on Big Brother,
and that could fly. But again, I'd like to say something here. Our entertainment industry is the only industry that is thriving in this country. And you ask yourself why. Simple. The government does not have any hand in it. If the government has hand in our entertainment industry, I bet you these guys will still be here struggling. But they are doing their thing and they are putting Nigeria on the map. Look at sports where the government has hand in it. As talented and as skillful as our sport people are, they are nowhere to be reckoned with. The under-17 is ongoing currently. Nigeria is not participating. A competition we have dominated over the years. So look at what is happening in the entertainment industry. And that's what we're telling the government. You don't have to run every sector in this country. Get your hands off it. Let private individuals run it. Kudos to these guys and their Grammy nominations.
I think it's high time we begin to embrace division of labor. Just allow private individuals who are ready to be serious with the business. Let them do it.
But then the government still need to regulate whatever it is every other people are doing. So moving on. So now this is the more funny one. The church choir, I wouldn't say ministering, I would say perform. They were performing Davido's song, Stand Strong, during a service. Stand Strong. And I'm like, really?
This is quite interesting because just yesterday I was talking to a group of musicians concerning the song. I never knew it was going to come up as a trend. And we're talking about what the choir that Davido used for that song, featuring a choir. I think it was Kirk Franklin's choir. What was his name? This rapper in America, former Kim Kardashian's husband. Kanye West. Kanye West's choir was the one that Davido featured for that song. I never knew it was going to be trending. So a Nigerian choir did that song.
No. Yeah, not in Nigeria. Guys, let's watch the video. I mean,
okay, producer, if you can help us with that clip, it's going to be fantastic.
I watch it, I'm like, That's interesting. Nigerian church.
Of course. You have to also understand that we have different culture. The way Christianity is being practiced abroad is different from how it's been practiced here. So certain things they don't really attach importance to it. You see a young man in church, of course, using earrings, studs, and or what have you. Maybe in some churches here, it is against their own doctrine. So
well, what I'm going to say is, I think these guys do not understand that song. I'm a musician, and I'll tell you that these guys, like Nike has said, culturally, they only looked at how appealing that the song is, but they don't really understand the song. If a Nigerian musician is talking about bumper to bumper, he's not talking about two cars. It is sexually related. So these guys do not understand the song. They only looked at the harmonies that was done by the choir, and they thought it can be rendered in church. A Nigerian choir will not do the song.
I think we should also join. We should lend our voice to join others who also condemn this kind of music being played in church. That's the truth. I don't think because even the artist is not a Christian. Is not.
Davido is not a gospel artist.
A gospel artist.
Exactly.
So why would you want to? Play that kind of a song in church? What are we telling people about the Christianity that we're practicing?
Now, when Flavor Nabania came up with "Lord, You Are the Most High," a lot of people condemned that song when it was nothing wrong with it, but it is not a gospel artist. You can sing it in a secular rendition, but not in church. Why? Because this guy is not a gospel artist. He just finished singing "Lord, You Are the Most High," and the next song he's singing "Wind Your Waist, Shake Your Waist." So we should be playing all of his songs in church.
All right. Moving away from that. Now, Young John, the wicked producer. So someone, a troll on Twitter was like, a musician, not just a producer, he's a musician. That the guy now said, Young John said, as you have spoiled my business. I think the way they charge is just too rate is too high. It's too high.
I don't think you should be many of them. We are aware of the situation in the country, and you know that the entertainment yes.
Notwithstanding, look, you cannot say you want to perform for me in Nigeria and you're telling me to go and bring 7 million. They don't even collect it in naira. They collect in dollars. So they say the least I can collect is $100,000, and they get paid.
This is what I'm going to say. We're back to what we have been talking about. Regulations. What body regulates performing musicians out of Nigeria?
Cool, sir.
How about P-Man? Are these guys active? I can start production in my room.
Well, I hope the government will look into that, and they will help us to regulate these bodies, because you're this celebrity, you are going to be charging $1 million, $500,000. I mean, come on, in the same country. Why a British musician will not charge you naira, will not say go and bring 10 million naira. You say bring 10 million pounds or euro. So why will you, a Nigerian, say I should pay you in dollars? I mean, it's uncalled for.
Take on trends and tags. So right about now, we'll take a short break, and it will be time for us to speak frankly. We'll be looking at the oil and gas industry, especially truck drivers. A lot of people feel the truck drivers parking their trucks on the road the same to be constituting nuisance. We want to hear from the truck drivers this morning. Why would they continue to park there? What is it that they feel that they are being denied of, and what do they think government can do so that at least we can have free flow of traffic? This and many more we'll be talking about after this time out. Join us again.
telling me who get a man,
I'm not doing it. Because they fight all of them. It is always good to live in peace with our neighbor.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yay! 25 years.
When people from different backgrounds live together, there is bound to be dispute of boundary, shared amenities. Your favorite TV comedy drama is now wearing a new look as Face to Face rebranded.
Hi, Ajani.
Yes, sir.
There is problem in the house. Your brother wife, the carry man, come house.
I like. It not go happen.
Baby.
Wait. I've been expecting this.
The man is.
I've been expecting this. I've been expecting this.
Starring your favorite star actors, Face to Face rebranded.
Mama Shile, if you don't get this your rubbish off my precious baby now, I will throw it away.
It's Humor Hangout with Kofi.
Ricky is a virgin.
Why you bro?
I like food and I eat a lot and you don't really think my voice.
Philip. It can't be Philippines. It can't be Filipina.
Filipina. Paula.
It's for you to be great.
Play a romantic role.
Hang out with Kofi Daguru.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Demand attitude.
I am Salahuddin.
Demand excitement. Demand action.
How true is this? You and I can actually put government into tools to deliver the dividends of democracy. Join us every Saturday by 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let us look at the issues confronting us as a nation. Together we talk heads. Nigeria.
What up, guys? How's your day going?
It was entertaining, gist coupled with good music wouldn't hurt anybody. Ever Grace.
And I am Shegun Delola Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys.
There's no place for pretense. I can't watch you stand. Oh no.
Ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Yusuf Olúṣọlá ni orúkọ
Lórúkọ ti tèmi Funky ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ̀ tó gbásìkì tó dùn tó kí tó yí gbogbo.
Well, it's so glad to have you back. You're still watching U45 Morning Show. Yes, like I told you earlier, that we will be looking at challenges facing truck drivers, truck owners. Why is it that these days, what we now see is that trucks are being ordered that these trucks should not be allowed to move during the day until night, and they have specific dates they're supposed to move. But it appears this is not the same. So we will be looking at this. Right about now, we are now, of course, I'm being joined in this conversation by my co-presenter, Patience Willie. Patience, you're looking blue this morning.
Yeah, you're looking brown girl in the ring, and you're looking all glittery. Nice.
Thank you.
And then our guest here is looking so very handsome and white. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you all. So viewers, that's part we'll be doing this very conversation together. And so now join me to welcome our guest this morning. We are being joined by Chief Remi Ogungbemi. He's the President Association of Maritime Truck Drivers, which is Amato. Many thanks for coming on U45 Morning Show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let the conversation begin now. I want to know from you, first of all, Apapa is one very busy area. A lot of trucks go in there. But what's your reaction?
The goods that are coming to the port, they made provision where those trucks will park, either before loading or after loading. That was then. So that time, about 25 years ago, you cannot come to a Apapa area and find a single truck outside because there are designated places, earmarked, designed for them to be used as a garages and as a park. And you know, port is just like a place where sugar pour. It is where sugar pour. You will see ants coming from different angles to come and lick the sugar. And Apapa is a place where sugar has pour, and the sugar is the goods that are coming to the port. And the ants that are coming to lick the sugar in the port are the trucks. Trucks come from almost every state in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
Into the port. And again, the place that was designed, that was earmarked to serve as park, has been taken away. That is the mistake that people in authority then did. Because truck must come from somewhere. And truck must press of the drivers of the truck or the owner of the trucks by looking for an expert for truck when there can be sanity. But if you are relying to say that, park the trucks in their place where they're coming from, in different states, and it's not possible for them to come to Lagos with their park. So it is very important that the authority look for a place that will serve as a truck terminal. That is where there can be sanity and orderliness. Depending on relying to give it a holistic approach, if actually we want sanity and orderliness.
Some years back, of recent, there was a time that trucks were taken out of the road.
How?
That is not. That is. They gave. I think they gave them a parking space. The governor made them leave the road, and the place was free. Where were they parking? Is that the place that has been taken over?
I am in the system, my sister. Anything you want to say, I know it too well. So I know it too well. And it's like if all trucks leave the road, even they will stop.
So where do you park? When
they will stop operation, which means all the trucks will go anywhere they can find themselves to go. Where is it? Either you are coming from a battle, you can ask people coming from Tollgate to stop them from coming, go anywhere, stop them. Thank God for even the introductions of this color electronics. The electronic system has helped to reduce, though It is not perfect yet, but that is the only way to go. Electronic. The electronic system has helped to reduce the chaotic traffic situation around the port area. If you are familiar with the port, around 2, 3, 4 years ago, truck normally queue from Apapa even to your place at Olipano here. 2 of us. But when last did you see such a queue? No, it has been reduced. It has reduced to a bare minimum.
Now, have you put in?
Then you talk about park.
Yes.
What they say, I said and done. If you ask, if you know of any park that is available, let me know. I will go there. But yes, government promised to provide park. Have they provided park? Where is the park? If anybody can tell me, this is where the park. I can tell you, from here I will make a call. Go to some place instead of parking on the road. That is the truth.
So are you saying that government is not being truthful about the park? Because I can remember that
and as I speak, I don't even think petrol tanker is parking there.
Why?
The place is being used as a transit park for trucks that are ready to go into the port. But I must say it's inadequate comparing to the thousands and millions of trucks. It's inadequate. That is it. Yeah, the place can still be expanded. The place can still be expanded to accommodate
more trucks.
So there is, for instance, if I'm in a position of authority, and God, we're not fighting war. Why is it that we have so many barracks in Lagos? Go to every area in Lagos, we see barracks. Why not remove some of these barracks and allow sanity, especially the barrack at Maitu? The place is big enough. Let the government relocate military away from the place, so that the place can serve as a truck park, build it. That is when there can be sanity. Inaugurating a committee, hire, bring to a vehicle, tow them, slam base is not solution. Rather, you
tried to expand it.
Even as I speak, there are other places that can serve as truck park, but if government so decide, because government have power over the land. Going by the land use decree of 1978, it's only the state that have power over the land. We have even written to the present minister that we have identified a place that can serve as truck terminal. We are discussing with the owner of the property, but we cannot achieve this on our own without the support of people in the authority. It's not enough to just say a truck are blocking road, truck are blocking. What do we do to avert the problem? We must put the necessary infrastructure. For example, if you have a bleeding, you probably only one toilet for that baby. Tell me how we will not mess up the environment. So please, let's put the right thing in place. It is then there can be sanity and orderliness.
Okay, basically, I would like to know, you just said let's put the right things in place so that there can be a sanity. Okay, as somebody who's been in this industry for a long time, for years, you said you started as a truck
from the scratch.
So you started from the scratch. All right, beautiful. So can you give us can you outline to us what you think that government should begin to do?
Truck terminal or a truck marshalling yard. Truck must come from somewhere. Just like we have eateries. Is for them to have a place where their customer will park their car. But if the eatery will say, we are not concerned with where you are coming from, just come and patronize us. Can they make? No, that's not it. There must be a truck marshalling yard or a truck terminal because the port cannot operate without these trucks. Whatever anybody may say, truck has become anything you can't do without. And again, truck you are seeing is the movers of the economy. If the truck don't move, economy cannot move. Trucks are the movers. That is the truth. That is the truth. If trucks stop today, that is where the economy of the nation stop. But we should be able to handle it in a way that will be more profitable to us. But we just see trucks as people that are causing menace. Well, even children in the family, if the children is not well catered for, they will be wayward. If If there are no befitting place they are designed, earmarked for them to be coming from automatically.
Or if they are not given sense of belonging, then they bring reproach home.
It is not with the interest of those drivers you are seeing. You know, sometimes they spend days on the queue. They can't eat well, they can't speak, they can't sleep well, they can't take their bath as when need. How will you expect them to behave normal?
So I understand the stress that they go through, but of course that is part of the challenges in their profession. Now, viewers, we are now going to join another guest of ours who joins us virtually. Join me to welcome Gabriel Chibuzo Eze. Hello, Gabriel. Good morning. Hello, Gabriel. Good morning. Okay. Unfortunately, I think the network is a bit poor, but it was endeavor to ensure that we're able to get him to talk. So, just like you said, so now, do you really feel, from what you have said, it appears as though you feel that government seems not to really care about truck drivers and truck owners? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not here to accuse the government. Rather, I can only appeal to government. Even a man looking at it, look at the roads, the access road in the port. Port is just like a hen that is laying a golden egg. We are not taking care of the egg that is laying the golden egg. Look at the road into the port. You see how deplorable the road is. So the road to the port is supposed to be one of the best roads in the country because it's the road to the gateway of the economy. So if the government are not even maintaining the road to the standard, how will they remember even the truck that are plying the road? And the dilapidated roads brings about a rickety and dilapidated truck.
Now, talking about roads, sir, the bridges that the trucks are parked on, wear and tear takes place there. Have you put that into consideration to tell them not to park on these bridges?
If you want to tell me not to urinate somewhere, and you know by nature I have to urinate, you have to provide the restroom where I can urinate. Are you getting my point? It is not with the interest of the drivers. Parking on the bridge is even an aberration. Bridge wasn't constructed to serve as a parking lot, my sister. Let's tell ourselves the truth. No driver would like to park on the bridge. It's an aberration. If the bridge collapsed, what happened? There was a time I was discussing with one of the ministers. We don't want a situation whereby they will be sending a relief package to us as a result of maybe truck parking on the bridge and the bridge got collapsed. No. Let's put the right thing in the right place. It's not enough to just apportioning blame to drivers, apportioning blame to truck owners. What did you do to make sure there is sanity and orderliness? This is what I'm saying.
Okay, some of your people, some of these truck owners and truck drivers, they've complained about the huge tax being placed on them by government. What's your take on this?
It's not on the government. You will see people. When we say government, yes, it's unfortunate. In most cases, they have seen the truckers as means of revenue. That is it. They prefer to generate revenue and how there can be more safety on our road. See the activity, the menace activities of the street churches. See how they wheelie trucks day and night. It's a nice talk. What is government doing about it? You know, most of this accident you are seeing is being caused by the activities of these street churches. You see, the wheelie driver, they hang on the driver, they even damage the trucks if the driver don't give them money. If the driver tries to speed off, they pick a stone and smash the windscreen. Sometimes they damage the truck components. So these are the things we have passed through. They ought to have made law that will criminalize the activities of these area boys. They are menace. They are problem. And we can't handle them. It's only government that can do it. Imagine, for example, look at Okada. When government see the menace of Okada, they say they ban Okada. Why can't government ban the activities of the state in Lagos so that they can be sanity? Many drivers don't drive with rest of mind. They drive with fear. Anything can happen anytime. Sometimes they injure them, sometimes they even kill them. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating, I'm saying it as it is. There are proof to what I'm saying. Government is not helping us, I must say it. They should have criminalized the activities of area boys that are wheeling trucks on the road.
But why would you think? Because just like you said, I can remember even we go through that. I remember anytime we even want to bring in diesel, want to bring in generator, and all of that. You see this miscreants hanging everywhere. Even when they are police officers, they stand and they make threats until you look for money to bribe them. So how do you think governments can help to contain this activities of this street urchins?
I'm happy you say you experience it. If you in the four-corner wall of this place can experience it, what would you expect from those of us that are with them 24/7? And again, I must tell you that the activities of the street urchins is one of the major reasons why you don't see matured men driving trucks. They've run away, leave behind these motor boys to be driving small young boys. The experienced drivers have run away because area boys, I wouldn't say you married man, when area boys will just handle them, beat them up, collect their money, collect their food, and nobody is talking. So I'm happy you experience it. What can they do? I've said it before. Criminalize the activities. Make the activities a criminal. It is when the state government prohibited the ride of Okada in some areas, that is when police can come and act. But since the action has not been determined as criminal, police cannot act. They will tell you they have no power there. But empower the police. They will do their job.
Okay, now you are the president of Amato. I want to know, have you in any way, taken this matter to the appropriate quarters for them to look? Because you have said that the reason for which you see young men or young boys driving trucks, it is because the old ones, they are married, they have children, and they can go through all of that as stress. Because all of these continue to happen and nothing is being done, to punish these touts.
We've been trying our possible best. Only we ask many times, why is it that I see young people driving trucks and we let them know not to come and drive, but to come and be imparting the practical experience into the young ones. So arrangement is on very soon with the Lagos State LASDRI, Lagos State Driving Institute. So as the institute will be teaching the theoretical aspect of driving, then the whole driver will also be teaching the practical aspect of the driving. So I commend the Minister of Transportation because they are part of them.
Now the direction of the reason is because these miscreants or touts are also being used during elections.
Yes.
So how do you now think they will? How optimistic are you that this very meeting you started got palace? We know and keep very area
for their own business. Thing just, I don't know what they are using it for now. It's supposed not to be so. Where did they expect the truck that are disturbing truck drivers and up to, if you're naira, to the wharf from